This bout,
you can tell both of these two fighters promised us an offensive show. Let's see if they deliver. They're both trying for a knockout. Those counter punches have to hurt. This is some of the best action I've seen in any round, anywhere this year. This fighter has a killer instinct. Just look at this KO percentage. Over 70% of their fights have ended early. He threw a punch and just got countered. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Nice counter shot. How about that time counter shot? Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Holding nothing back here in the round. This boxer is a real hook specialist. Their opponent has got to watch out for that. That counter shot lands. Nice counter. He misses with that straight left. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. That was almost a 10-8 round. Complete dominance.
Dominance, without a doubt, made it look so easy.
Here we go. It's round two. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
They both want a knockout, you can tell. You'd like to see more jabs. Punch, counter punch. You can see from the record, this fighter is fantastic and is really difficult to get past. That jab doesn't score. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
What heart, what desire, but at what cost? That jab misses. Being exerted here. A perfect counter shot. I promise you, all three judges here are going to give that. There's the bell for round three. Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Misses with the straight left. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Through the straight left, but it won't score. Good counter punching. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Good counter punch. McKinson just got caught clean. And it appears they weathered the storm. How? I'm not sure.
What
I don't know what they thought this was, but I come through smoking. Smooth criminal like pounds, just told them with a squad get scolded. Walk with the Lord, not an almond, still might have to grill a brother like Foreman.
recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. Like it never happened.
That jab misses. Cannot throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You'll get knocked out. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. McKinson may go down here. It's no secret who has the advantage after that last round. Let's see what they have in store for us in the next one.
You can't leave it up to the...
Here we go in round 4. Who's going to land the first big shot? They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Are we about to see McKinson knocked out? No, we don't see a knockdown.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself.
Just wanna run away. Away from this place, away from mistakes.
Recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
Beautiful counter shot.
Victory all in my eyes, enemies only can see my demise. Envision my downfall, it's not in my view. I only look up, I will not be subdued. Can never submit, position is grip. The mission persists like it's built out of bricks. In the gym I commit, knocking shit out of shit. Hit equipment till I lose the feel in my fists. Precision my gift, decisions are swift. At home in the ring, it's like I live in this beat. And I'm undisputed, so undisputed. Yeah. Pound for pound, pound for pound, pound for pound, pound for pound.
Back and forth they go. Neither fighter willing to back down.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Misses with the straight left.
Real generals back in the building. Trust. Tell him man ease up.
He misses with that straight left. And he scores with the counter. A perfect counter lands.
Just wanna find and run away. Away from this place, away from mistakes. Broken promises made to myself to pursue my happiness. I want to fly away. Live my life in my own way. Give me a new day. I start a fresh start again. This could be, this.
Trying to land that jab. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left.
Another one, never done. All damn, just what have I become? No chance, I'm still what they waiting for. No brain on stage, been here before. Hold on too much, gotta let it go. No pain, I'm out of it, ain't involved. No call, no show, I ain't really gone. Too late.
Talk about a one-side. Here we go in round 5. Who's going to land the first big shot? After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Catch and shoot. Well done with that counter shot. Nice hook there. He got out of the way of that right hook. Incredible work rate. That counter punch caught him clean. Halfway through the round, and man, these two are going at it.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Misses with the straight left. Nice counter shot. Is he going to punch himself out, though? No rest for the weary. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Well, we know they've got the advantage so far, but how does this match get turned around?
As long as they don't get complacent.
There's the bell for round 6. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Nice counter punch right up the middle. Not a lot of punch. punch output. Thought there might be more action here. The wild one goes down. I think that will look even more dramatic in slow motion.
1, 2, 3.
Well, they're back up now, but they've got to be cautious. Cannot afford to trade back now, can they, Johnny?
Oh, he can smell blood. Look at that. He's put him down once. He knows what shot works and where to land it. Then try and do it again. He's just not got to get trigger happy.
Looks like he's leading halfway through this round.
Perfect game plan. The thing is, can anybody figure out what to do to change this? It's a perfect start.
Putting the pedal to the metal, but has to be careful that he doesn't run out of gas. It's been all one-way traffic with just 10 seconds to go in the round. That'll be a 10-8 round for sure with the knockdown.
You've been put down, you've got to think right, survive, and then give it back the next round.
Here we go, it's round 7. He got knocked down in the last round. Let's see what he can do here.
What a knockdown. 1 minute, you need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
He misses with that jab. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Might want to think of holding on here for a minute. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Both men step back for just a moment. This fighter expending a lot of energy in this round. His stamina is off the charts. They exchange punches. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Heard the old phrase, this might come down to who wants it more, but it might come down to who's in better shape.
You can't.
And there's the bell for round 8. That 1 minute break surely wasn't enough for him to completely recover.
An amazing pace and tempo set in the last round. Can you keep this up? Me personally, I don't think that's possible. And if they can, their training, their conditioning would have been ridiculous, like they're in the army. But these guys, if they can keep up this pace, we are in for a great night.
Couldn't land that jab. Beautiful counter punch. You can't throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You're gonna get knocked out. Back and forth they go in this round. The momentum continues to shift.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Deciding to let it all hang out here in this round. The referee will send them to the corner and take a look at the cuts. So this fight will continue. This round could go either way. That cut is going to cause some serious problems.
My concern is the corner. Are they going to be too brave for their fighter?
And there's the bell to start round 9. They just gave us a great round. Let's see if they can do it again.
Good work the last round. Be smart. Don't get too braggadocious. You'll get turned over and walk into a shot, and that's the last thing you want.
He needs to be careful not to punch himself out. There's a counter shot. You can see the heavy breathing, but that's not slowing him down. His stamina is off the charts. Halfway through the round, and it's pretty much even Steven.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Couldn't land that jab. Is he going to punch himself out, though? Tried to score with a jab. So much firepower here. Nice counter punch. They're going to call the doctor over in a minute to check out these cuts.
Man, oh man, you know what? He's got to hope the referee doesn't...
This is the 10th. What a fight it has been so far. Wonder what we're going to see in this round.
How much energy did they use? How hard and how tough and how much they have to dig deep. This is just ridiculous. I don't know what to expect. I'm tired just watching it.
There's a counter shot. Perfect counter shot. Good counter punch. Straight right just misses. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. There's a counter shot. Well done with that counter shot. What a round so far as we've reached the halfway point.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
That counter punch caught him clean. Just when you think they're going to have a lull in the action, we get it heated back up. They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. stamina is off the charts. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Some might have thought it was a little bit closer, but in the end, the referees are in a unanimous agreement.
This is the last thing we expected. What a fight, what a style, what a pace to get a unanimous decision. That is mad. I didn't see that coming. I thought this would be tight. This is nowhere near tight.
Surrender. You didn't know money when the bally meant this trally's out. When I'm saying money, I'm not talking about Pakia. It's funny how the tables turn. You're not Ricky Hatton. Tonight I have to let me put my body down. When you was hitting bags, I was still bagging up in mommy's house. You was in the Philly shell when I was getting patted down. Prison cell, swimming in my thoughts, trying not to drown. Shadow boxing in my pad, I hit the gym when I got out. Ooh, dogs with me, walks with me, barks with me, go to war with me. That's war with my full city. War with me, that's war with the 6-1. Ooh, the dogs with me, walks with me, barks with me, go to war with me. That's war with my full city. War with me, that's war with the 6-1. Become your rivals, you know the hustle paid. You know you took your lemons and turn them to lemonade. I'm from money where the police are getting with. And that's a true story, that's not something you just say. Undisputed, we're the undisputed ones. We want it to be gangster, yeah, we want it to be dons. We end up in the can and I don't mean a Rubicon. I've always been a champion, I've done this on my ones. I've been running up hills, I've been banging out weights. I've been beating up the heavy bag, I'm training every day. Had to fight for these mills, had to lose a couple mates. Sacrifice after sacrifice, that's the only way. Undisputed, they thought that I couldn't do this. I said I'd be a legend, they all thought I was deluded. The pain's deep rooted, the game's diluted. These rappers aren't gangster, they're all capping in their music. In my soul I can feel it, in my soul I can feel it. There's always been a deeper meaning, I wrestle with my demons. I wrestle with my demons. The road's always been appealing, there was holes in my sneakers. There was holes in my sneakers. I had to go and get that beat and I don't know what I'm feeling. I don't know what I'm feeling. I just know that I'm in deep. Ooh, the dogs with me, walks with me, barks with me, go to war with me. That's war with my full city. War with me, that's war with the 6-1. Ooh, the dogs with me, walks with me, barks with me, go to war with me. That's war with my full city. War with me, that's war with the 6-1.
Without me pushing Nothing in my way will make me be afraid. And I can feel it in my bones. Yeah, I can feel it in my soul. Yeah, I can feel it, no letting go. And I can feel it, it's getting close. I said, I can't stand by anymore. Looking in from the outside, I know I can hold the phone. They can't keep my hands tied. I need strength to carry on without me pushing through. Oh, no one can save me from myself. I need force, breaking down the walls by force, keeping my head above the water, screaming till I lose my voice. I need force, breaking down the walls by force, keeping my head above the water, screaming till I lose my voice. Yeah.
First up, we have Wild One from the United States of America, and they hold the SCI national title. The last time we saw them,
This bout is
so they stare at. We waited a long time, and now we've got this fight. They exchange punches. The right hook just missed. Will the referee stop it? That was the moment.
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense. Work for defense. Blocking and stopping and shooting.
Misses with the straight left. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. This boxer is a real hook specialist. Their opponent has got to watch out for that. Pretty close fight here in this round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them. More than happy.
You'd like to see more jabs. Do you believe what we are seeing? Nice counter. The jab not finding its target. Very close round. Whoa, wait a minute! The defense failed them. Well, he is glad to have heard that bell.
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest sound.
What do we expect to see here in round two? Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
And he scores with the counter. You can see from the record, this fighter is fantastic and is really difficult to get past. And he misses with that straight left. Ooh, the straight left, but it won't score. His stamina is off the chart. Whoa, wait a minute! And at some point, the corner needs to decide we have to protect our fighter. Looks like trouble was averted.
Green Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. This fighter expending a lot of energy in this round. That counter punch caught him clean. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. As bad as boxing judging can be sometimes, there's no doubt who won that round. The bell rings and we start the third. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. He threw a punch and just got countered. They threw the hook, it didn't land. Beautiful counter shot. Good counter punch. Which one of these athletes is going to say, I can't take it anymore? Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
He misses with that straight left. Those counter punches have to hurt. Misses with the straight left. Perfect counter lands. His stamina is off the charts. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. And around that seat, there's the bell for round 4. Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
That jab misses. Time they drop their guard, they get caught. Beautiful counter punch. Can't throw it, and the myth has been knocked down. Wow, that seemed to be the punch he was looking for. Let's watch it again.
Shot from the gods, they say. A shot from the gods.
So they're back on their feet, but let's see how much they have left in the tank.
The corner need to think nice and sharp. They know their fight. They know what their fight is capable of doing and what their fight can and cannot take. This is going to be a tough decision to make.
Halfway through the round, and they're struggling a little bit.
It's that for ever hope. Remember the fight at Evander Holyfield? He could be behind on points until the last 10 seconds, but he's fighting like he's going to pull it back. That's the kind of hope we need to see.
Well done with that counter shot. Can't find a home for that jab. Every time. Not the best of rounds with 10 seconds to go. Boy, this next round is going to be crucial considering the knockdown we just... Here we go in round 5. Who's going to land the first big shot? He couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store for us.
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff them.
You don't want to trade shots. Is he going to punch himself out, though? That counter shot lands. The only fear you have with this fighter is, has he punched himself out? Halfway through the round, and man, these two are going at it.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
You can see the heavy breathing, but that's not slowing him down. Nice stop, but that won't score. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. This may do it! It's all coming to an end! At this point, you gotta believe he can't win on the scorecards. Gonna need... This is the beginning of round 6. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on the end. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Punch, counter punch. He needs to be careful not to punch himself out. He's putting the pedal to the metal, but has to be careful that he doesn't run out of gas. Oh, wait a minute! This could be the end! Slot is over, at least for now.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Counter punching. This may do it. I'm worried about these these two fighters gassing out as this fight goes. Here we go. It's round 7. Not sure these two fighters can keep up the pace we saw last round, but you know they're going to try.
Exerted a lot of energy in the fight so far. Now they're shattered. This is what you call championship rounds. If you have done the work, slept right, ate right, prepped right, I'm expecting you to get through this. If not, if you've cheated, the ring can be the loneliest place in the world.
The wild one has been knocked out. And you can see here his...
Are you okay?